Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video from Ascended Gods. And in today's video I want to show you guys what I've been working on the past days or maybe even weeks. So basically we are going to add something very cool to the game, and that is item quality. So at the beginning I basically added all kinds of rarities to armors and stuff like that, but I reformed it to its final goal of what it has to do. So what is basically item rarity? I'm going to try and explain it as best as I can. First of all, this shoulder, for example, over here has a poor quality and has a health bonus, a dodge bonus, a crit bonus, and an enrage bonus. And basically all the armors do have this, including weapons like base damage and special multipliers, stuff like that. So what is going to be the big difference? If you have a poor quality weapon, the base damage, for example, is, let's say on the level 1, is going to be like 75. But if you upgrade this weapon to uncommon, common, rare, epic, legendary, and divine quality, this will actually increase the base damage of this weapon. So in order to get yourself a better version of this weapon, you will have to dismantle the items. I'm going to give you an example. I have 34 of these verdant whisper blades, and there is no reason in the game to have 34 weapons, because if you can just equip it and unequip it, it's basically enough. So you will need one weapon, and there is no purpose for the other weapons that you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Lunar Crucible. It's a new realm I built, and basically what happened is this altar disassembled the entire realm by itself. So there is no realm left except for the altar. And if you run to this altar, you can open this tab. And first of all, I need to add a description and stuff like that. That will come later on. Just some details. But you can disassemble weapons, helmets, shoulders, blade bodies, blade legs, boots, gloves, and belts. So basically you can do the whole sets and stuff like that. So we were just talking about the weapon that I'm carrying, the Verdant Whisper Blade. And let's say we want to disassemble a weapon. So it will take 1 second to disassemble this weapon, because this is a tier 1 weapon, and tier 1 weapons are not really that great. So what are we going to do? We're going to disassemble all of them. And as soon as we upgrade our weapon, as you can see, there's a disassembling chance of 10%. I will also make it a little bit bigger and more visual. This thing is actually disassembling weapons until it hits a chance to upgrade the weapon. So we were really unlucky right now, because we already used 20 weapons and we didn't have an upgrade. Oh, there we go. We have an upgrading quality. So let's say we want to disassemble the rest of those weapons. We still have 7 left, but now it's upgraded to common. And soon enough, of course, there will be a base damage update of 1.25%, 125% base damage, stuff like that. But let's disassemble the rest and see if we manage to get ourselves an even better version. Yep, we did. That was pretty cheap, actually. That's very good. So now we have a uncommon Verdant Whisper Blade. And for some reason it says rare. That is something wrong over there, but I will fix that for sure. But as you can see, now we have an uncommon version, and that's basically how it works. And let's say you want to disassemble a weapon that is level 11. It's going to take you 50 seconds to do a single weapon disassembly. So if we are going to try and get this weapon to the next version, we will have to wait about let's say 500 seconds to... Oh, there we go. That was really lucky. I think we disassembled like one of them and we already upgraded that weapon. So that is basically what I've been working on, the whole system, this island, and all the mechanics behind it. I'm not going to go too detailed on that, but I wanted to show you guys this before we are going to continue on the next steps. So next up, what we're going to be doing, and that will probably be done next week, is to enchant your weapons to have a certain type of element to it, like nature, fire, stuff like that, so that you can actually bind spells to your weapons. And shortly explained, if you are going to imbue your weapon with nature, for example, you can put a health spell on it. If you put a fire spell on it, you can do a damage over time, or you make a wall of fire that the enemies will get hit by, stuff like that. Or if you use ice, you can freeze your opponents, or you can make a shield, stuff like that. All of those things will be bindable to weapons, and basically this will make it so that you can get yourself some spells binded to your gear and your weapons in the future. So that is one of the next updates that I will show you guys. And one final thing I want to add to this little part is every item in the game that you can wear is going to have a level. So as you can see, this weapon, for example, is level 23. This weapon has level 33 and 21 and so on. So what is this level going to do? When you are fighting enemies and you hit an enemy, your weapon will grant XP. And if your armor gets hit by an NPC, it will also gain experience and it will level over time. The first levels will be really quick and simple, but every 10 levels, I will give you a bonus on top of the quality bonus. So there is a really big map of how to max out your gear in the future. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you have a tier 1 armor that is totally upgraded in quality and it's level 100, for example. It will probably be better to use than a level 20 armor because that one is a poor quality and doesn't have the buffs and the levels and the quality. So this will be a little bit of a mixture between all of those mechanics, and the idea is that later on I will release dungeons or raids that are so hard to do on the level that it's designed for. For example, a level 20 raid is going to be so difficult to do that you will need proper gear and upgrade it properly and stuff like that. So people will have to make YouTube videos about it or something like that, like which gear you need. You need some sort of elemental spells on it, or you need to change the classes of the armor, stuff like that. It will be really important. And yeah, we're building a big game, so all these kind of mechanics need to be in place when we're going to be adding those kind of things. So I'm not going to make it too long from now on. I think it was enough information for one single video. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one.